Hey friends, it's Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are refilming my November TBR because I somehow lost all of my footage. So I can't remember what books were on that TBR, so I can't just tell you my November TBR. So we're gonna redo the whole thing. We're gonna pick new prompts. If you have not seen one of my previous TBRs, I pick prompts out of this little jar and they just help me pick books that I already own in some capacity. It can be ARCs, audiobooks, ebooks, physical books, anything like that. I just try to stick to books that I already own in some way. So I am going to pick out 10 prompts this month. If you haven't seen one of my previous TBRs, the playlist will be up in the cards as well as in the description box down below. And we're just gonna get right into it. So starting off with prompt number 1, let's pick this one. And this one is to read a book with a color in the title. We are going to stretch this one a whole lot, all right? So just roll with it. Just let it happen. I'm gonna go with Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, and we're gonna say that latte is a color. Like, it's a shade of brown, right? Fight me on it. So this is a cozy fantasy following an orc who wants out of that lifestyle, and she just wants a cozy life, starting this wonderful little coffee shop. Only in this world, no one knows what coffee is, and it is her falling in love with, I believe, someone that is helping her run the coffee shop. I have seen nothing but amazing reviews for this. This was previously released as an indie book, but it was picked up by Tor, and it is now going to be a traditionally published book, I believe later this month. I don't remember exactly what day it comes out, but I do have an arc of this, and I'm really excited to finally give it a read. It is, I believe, available for audio still, so I haven't decided if I'm going to listen to it on audio or read my ebook. Prompt number 2 is let's pick this one. And this one is to read a book with a beautiful cover. I already know exactly what I'm going to read for this one, and that is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is one of the most beautiful covers ever. I'm obsessed with this cover. I love the style. I love the colors. It's just absolutely stunning. This is a second chance romance about two people who were previously married, and they've been divorced for about 2 years, and now they are having their second chance romance. I believe these characters are slightly older. Kennedy Ryan has been talking about all the tropes and stuff like that over on her Instagram, and the moment that I saw the only one bed trope, I knew that this was going to be an all-time favorite. So I'm so excited to get to this one. This has been on previous TBRs, but I just keep thinking it's one of those instances where I feel like this is going to be an all-time favorite, and so I keep putting it off, and I need to stop doing that. So I'm really excited to get this one. I can't wait. I am preparing myself for the tears. Prompt number 3 is, let's go with this one. And this one is to, no, to read a library book. This is cheating just slightly because I have already started this, but I do have this from my library through Hoopla. This is Archangels Resurrection by Nalini Singh. This is a book 15 in the Guild Hunters series. This is following Alexander, who is one of the Archangels, and this is his romance. I can't really talk any more about it because this is book 15 in a very long series, but this is an urban fantasy series all surrounding like our world, but if archangels were like the rulers. There's also vampires, and there is a group called the Guild Hunters who help keep the vampires in line. As far as I am, it's really just kind of recapping everything that's happened. It's not my favorite, but I do have this already from the library, so I'm gonna count this one as my library pick since I still have quite a bit left to go. I want to say I have like well over 200 pages left. Prompt number 4 is, let's pick this one. Oh, there was 2. That one fell on the ground, so we're going to stick with this one. And this is a book with disability or mental health rep. I'm going to go with The Wrong Heart by Jennifer Hartman. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to 100% count for this, but I'm pretty sure the hero received a heart transplant, and so I'm going to assume that there is some sort of medical thing in here, but I haven't read the synopsis. All I really know about this one is that the heroine's husband passes away, and I believe his heart is donated. The hero in this one receives the husband's heart, and it is a romance between the two of them. I'm guessing that this has some sort of chronic illness or disability representation in here since he did need a heart transplant, but I don't know that for certain. You have other options in case that one does not fill the prompt, but I have a feeling that it's going to. So right on to prompt number 5. Let's pick this one. Oh, that one also had 2. Let's stick with this one, and this is to read a retelling. For this one, I am going to go with Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Lisa, and this one is a Much Ado About Nothing retelling. So this is following 2 characters who are set up on a really terrible date, and in order to get back at their friends for setting them up on this really terrible date, they decide that they're going to fake date so that they can have this big epic breakup to get back at their friends. And of course, the 2 of them fall in love. This is Chloe Lisa's first traditionally published romance, and I absolutely love her indie books, so I'm expecting to love this one as well. I'm pretty sure this also has neurodiverse main characters. Usually her books contain some sort of mental health representation or chronic illness representation, so that is going to be the next book. Prompt 6 is, oh my gosh, I am dropping prompts everywhere. Let's pick this one. This one I only have 1 this time, and this one is to read a queer book. I also know what I'm going to pick for this one right away, and that is a Restless Truth by Freya Marsk. I am so insanely excited for this book. A Marvelous Light was one of my favorite books of last year, and this is the sequel. So this one is following the sister of one of the heroes from book 1, and she is on a ship leaving America. I think in my last one I said she was heading to America. She's leaving America and heading to England, and she meets a lady on the ship, and the 2 of them end up having to solve a murder. I'm assuming magic is involved in some way because this is a historical fantasy romance, and so there is magic in here. So I'm assuming one of them is going to be magical, but this is a sapphic romance, and I am insanely excited for it. I love Freya Marsk's writing. I love this setting. I think it's so much fun. Prompt number 7 is, let's pick, oh gosh, they're all stuck together. Ooh. Let's pick this one. And this is to read a book with an illustrated cover. I'm kind of tempted to pick Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochran. This is the same author as The Charm Offensive. So this is Alison Cochran's sophomore novel, and this is another sapphic romance, and this one is a holiday romance, and I believe that this one is a little twist on fake dating, where one of the heroines is fake dating this guy and ends up falling in love with his sister, and I just think that is such a fun twist on a classic romance trope, and I'm really excited to give this one a try. I absolutely adored The Charm Offensive, and I cannot wait for more from this author. Prompt 8 is, let's pick this one. And this one is, oh perfect, to read an arc. I have a lot of those for November. For an arc, I am going to go with Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake, which is another sapphic romance. Apparently November is the month of sapphic romances, but this one is the follow-up to Delilah the Green Doesn't Care, which came out earlier this year actually, and this is following her sister Astrid, and Astrid is an interior designer, and she is flipping this house and ends up having a romance with the carpenter, the female carpenter that is working on that house. And I'm really excited for this one. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of like Opposites Attract, Grumpy Sunshine, since Astrid is super grumpy and uptight and all of those things. So I'm really excited for this one. I, again, love Ashley Herring Blake's writing. I will read any age range that Ashley Herring Blake writes. I've read her middle grade, I've read her YA. I'm so glad she's doing adult romance now because the series is absolutely fantastic. Prompt 9. I'm getting so many good books on this TBR. Let's go with this one. And this one is a book with a pronoun in the title. I am going to go with The Key to My Heart by Leah Lewis. This is going to be my 3rd book by this author. I absolutely fell in love with Dear Emmy Blue, and it ended up being a surprise favorite of the year that I read it. And this is going to be her latest release. I actually know nothing about the premise of this book. I got an arc for it simply because of the author. I absolutely love everything that they write, and so I don't know what this one's about, but this one comes out in December, and I'm trying to get a head start on all of my December books so that I can kind of just take it easy in December since I'm gonna have so much content coming out. So I would like to get all of my review books done ahead of time so that in December I can just kind of read holiday books and not have to worry about finding a new favorite or anything like that, so that I can I can pre-film a lot of my end of the year content. And then the final prompt is, let's go with this one. Oh, there's a couple in here. Let's go with this one. I keep getting stuck together. And this is a book that fits the season, so that feels like fall. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with Nine Liars by Maureen Johnson. This is the 5th book in the Truly Devious series, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, this has leaves all over the cover. I think I'm right about that. And there's something about mysteries and stuff like that that really make me think of fall. And so this is another December release that I would like to get a head start on. I believe that this is following the same characters as the rest of the Truly Devious series. If you haven't read the Truly Devious series, it follows this like prestigious boarding school for the first 3 books, where our heroine is trying to solve this old cold case. And then the 4th book was set at a summer camp following the same characters, but a whole new mystery. And I think that this is something similar where we're following the same characters, but it's its own standalone mystery. I don't know if this is going to like start a new series or anything like that, or how it ties in. I absolutely have loved the Truly Devious series. I think I've given them all 4 stars. So I'm really excited to get another book from this world, from these characters. So that is going to be the final book on the TBR. But the other couple of books that I'd like to get to are actually physical books here. So I have these Fleeting Shadows by Kate Ellis Marshall. This is going to be a book that I vlog. I'm not going to talk about more here because it is going to be talked about in a vlog that is coming super soon. I do have Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel, which is a fantasy Christmas romance about our heroine who accidentally summons a Christmas spirit. I have these 2 arcs from Forever. One is The Season of Love by Helena Greer, which is a sapphic Jewish romance set at a Christmas tree farm, which sounds adorable. That one actually came out in October, I believe. And then Paris Delacour is About to Crumble by Alexis Hall. Just came out the day that I am filming this, and this is an romance set around a baking competition. So this is my stack of physical books, which is really shocking. Usually I have like 1 or 2, but I have quite a few physical books since I am filming this kind of late. So let me know if you have read any of these. Let me know if any of these are on your TBR, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bye.